what's up, everybody? How you doing? I've been gone for a while, for a pretty good while, and it's because there's just been way too much going on for me to focus on making videos. Unfortunately, let's see. I have surgeries coming up. My wife had a couple eye surgeries, school stuff, and other things. But for my ADHD folk out there, task initiation. You all know what that is, right? Like task initiation has been killing me. So for those of you who might not understand something, but some of us with ADHD have an issue with initiating tasks once we fall behind on them. It's just like once you feel like you've fallen behind, it's kind of over. And that's another thing that's been getting me. I've been recording things. I just haven't been doing any I haven't been doing any editing of anything, like, at all. So this episode here is going to be kind of a little bit of a montage of some of the things that we've been doing and trying to figure out and going from there. So bear with me. Thank you guys for being patient and awesome. And this is some of the stuff I did. After defending myself from a vicious attack, I started to lay down the foundation of a building that I had intended to be more than one building, and then got a little bit of inspiration as I was going. Now, the building was meant to be really, really ugly. And I'll explain why in a moment. So I was using like really like fleshy toned like terracotta for parts of it, and then of course had to use the birch like checkerboard crisscross floor thing because I love that look, and it kind of fit with what I was gonna do. Fleshy tones of the terracotta with the jungle is really, actually, if you want ugly, that's the way to go. So lots of block placing, lots of just bare concrete, or not concrete but stone, which I'm probably going to be changing out a little bit and giving some texture, because I decided partway through this I didn't want it to look as ugly as it did, because it looked really ugly. And I mean like multiplied many times. Like that is disgusting. So then I did this. I did brick and reds and stuff, and it looked a lot nicer. Okay, so this got built, and I did some more detailing stuff, things. So you saw me put this together. It was gonna be more than one building, but it ended up being just one building. And this is a representation of the barracks that I used to live in when I was in the Army in Georgia, stationed at Fort Benning on Kelly Hill, and our barracks were pretty ugly and pretty old. So I kind of built that here. Just it looks a little nicer than the ones I lived in. This is not supposed to be a pretty building. I think it's kind of okay. I got some more detail I want to do to it to make it look a little nicer for me. But let's take a look let's take a look inside real quick. So hallway. I got to put a little emergency exit sign here. There was a tornado when I was living there, and it didn't hit the building, but me and one of the sergeants I knew were standing like right in here, and there was an emergency exit sign that got torn off the roof, went through one end, and then came back through again and went out the other end, and that was kind of cool. So we have this built. We also have like a room here to put stuff in, but above this room, do I have any blocks to? Yep, I do. So above this room right here, we are going to have our villager breeder. So I've built this design before on the channel. This is pretty much a logical Geek Boy design. So we have two villagers in here. They feed each other, and then they get the little heart particles. And then when a baby villager is born, it tries to make its way over to these beds, right? These 4 beds right here. Ends up falling down this water stream and going right here. I have it through the little hallway area. So they're going to end up going down through here, and there's a little baby. And then it ends up standing on top of this stone wall, which raises it up a little bit. So when it grows up, its head is in the water, and the villager will naturally swim and then be pushed and fall into here where I have tons of villagers. And then what I'm doing with these villagers is, yep, I have one over there already. I am pressing a button on this dispenser here, It's pushing a minecart. Actually, let me put the other minecarts in here. Okay, it's sending a minecart over here to this villager with this zombie who will not hold anything, but he is still my employee of the month. And then he zombifies them. I'm going to push the button here, and he is going to slowly make his way over to the next station, where I will hit him with a potion and then give him an apple. And then I'll leave him there for a while. And I think I have it filled up already over here, so I got to figure out where I'm going to put the next ones, because I've been putting some villagers into the donut shop as cashiers. Yep, they're here. They are here. Awesome, awesome. So I can trade with these guys right here. Perfect. So that's a big part of what I've been getting up to. Okay, now that I have villagers to trade with, I need things to trade. So I want to build a melon and pumpkin farm. So this is the design I am going to build. I'm going to build it right now and show you guys. So this should be pretty simple. Now, what I want to do is first I am going to lay down some tracks because we need a way to pick up our melon and pumpkins, right? So overall, the area is going to be a 9x9 box. So we're just gonna, I'm not gonna build it here, but this is a nice flat area to give like an example. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this little area in here is where is gonna be pretty much the size of the melon and pumpkin farm. And I am gonna need tracks that go all the way like underneath it, where we're gonna put a hopper minecart. So let me go ahead and break that. We're going to place down, boop, right here. There. That's going to power our powered rails, which is going to let our hopper minecart do its thingy. All right, so that's going to do the powered rails, which is going to make, like, help the minecart, like, actually move. So let's go there, and then let's go there. So see, this is nice and simple so far. So this is going to be part of our little delivery system. And then, so 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to loop around. 1, 2, 3, loop around, and so forth until all of the rails are connected. Now, for a lot of you guys that might be watching, this is like the simplest thing in the world to build. But for some people, it might not be. So that's why I am kind of going over it step by step. And then we'll place in the dirt. All right, so dirt's in, right? Minecart stuff there. Let's put a blocky block here. And a blocky block there, just for now. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the middle. This is the center. We're going to now place in a stair. And what we want to do is waterlog this stair. I don't have any water. 1 second. Okay, what we want to do is waterlog this stair right there and then create farmland. But we don't need this whole thing to be farmland. I like to do 1, 2, 3, 4 and then go in a checker pattern from here. Oh, I messed up. All right, checker pattern acquired. Now we'll plant some seeds. You can do melons, you can do pumpkins, you can do a mixture of both. I'll just do pumpkins here because I have lots and lots of pumpkin seeds. All right, pumpkins are placed. Next, we are going to place, I don't think I have enough of either of these, but we'll work with what we got. We're going to place a mixture of observers facing down and pistons facing down and pistons facing down. There. All right, so let's place these real quick. Now, all of our plants, all of our dirt, all of our stuff is in place. All of our pistons and observers are in place. Now, this observer is facing down at this pumpkin plant. Whenever this pumpkin plant changes status, it will alert the piston, right? The piston will observe that and fire a redstone signal. Now, what we want to do is we want to take that redstone signal and use it to fire these pistons, because then they will break the subsequent like piece of fruit, in this case pumpkins, that will grow on one of these plots of land right here, right? So to do that, we are going to place blocks, solid blocks, on top of each of these observers. Now, they need to be solid so that they can transport redstone signal. So let's cover all of these real quick. Now we need to get the redstone signal from these blocks to the pistons. And to do that, we're just going to use some redstone dust. Now you will be getting pistons that will fire even when there's nothing updating underneath them. And that's fine. And here we go. I built it over here. Yay. Okay. But I had to do a couple things a little bit differently because I didn't have as many resources as I thought I did. And I'll show you. So down there, I think that's melons and that's pumpkins right now. And it doesn't look as compact as it should because I had to use torches. And I also put a space between the torches here so that the torches wouldn't randomly be turned off by the redstone signal pulsing through here. Just in case. Oh, hello. That probably wasn't going to be a problem, but I did it just in case. I'm probably going to have to rebuild this a little bit, but for now it's fine. There is... So see, we have the torches down there powering the rails here. I just didn't have enough redstone blocks. I didn't want to use all my redstone for that. And then up here we have the pumpkins. Hold on. Let me go take care of these guys. Burn, baby, burn. Ah. Oh, I got a good one for once. Okay. All right. Now, what I did here in order to collect the melons and pumpkins, I have a easy unloader here, an easy minecart unloader. All right. So to build the the minecart unloader, this is what you want. This is the minecart unloader right here. So it is a hopper. Hopper is normally going to go into something like a chest. So let's just put a chest down here. Yeah, I have it going into a dropper, but most people are going to use a chest. So chest, hopper into chest, comparator reading the hopper, comparator outputting redstone signal into block, right? Here we go, block. Redstone torch right here on other side of block, getting a redstone signal from this block, transporting redstone signal to this block, which is then transporting redstone signal to this repeater. Repeater, redstone signal into this block. Redstone signal moves from this block into this rail right here. And then, so see how this all works because the redstone signal is coming from the torch. Now watch what happens when the redstone signal comes from the comparator. So let's put a bunch of items. Boom. So items being read from this hopper. Now the redstone signal is coming from the comparator, so it turns off the torch, turns off the repeater, which turns off the powered rail. So the minecart is stuck here while it is sending items to the hopper. And then once all the items are out of the hopper, redstone signal turns back on because this is an actual block. Minecart goes forth, and we have this. Okay, and the other part of this circuit here is an auto dropper because I have everything falling down into a water stream right there, and that water stream is taking it to this water elevator because at the end of this elevator, eventually in like the building that I build around this, there is going to be an auto crafter putting together all like the melons because if I go down here, it's a lot of melons and they need to be assembled. So we're gonna do that in an auto crafter. But that's for another day. But if you want to build the auto dropper is built like this. We have a little mock-up of what the setup would be like if you were sending in the unloader into a dropper, right? So now, if you want this dropper to be spitting out its stuff automatically, see we have some items in the dropper. We are going to need to get a redstone signal out of that dropper. So when there are items in here, the comparator will read that and send a redstone signal. That redstone signal will then be sent into this block here. Perfect so far. Now, we need that redstone signal again. So, boom, redstone dust. And we're going to place a block over the redstone dust. and a block on top of the comparator. And here we need one more redstone dust. Now, through quasi-connectivity, this redstone dust is powering this block, which is powering this redstone dust, which is powering this block. And then we need one more block here, right? Now this redstone dust is also powering this block. We're going to get a repeater signal out of there and one more redstone dust, and boom, look at that. Now when there's no more items in there, no more redstone signal, everything's off. That's exactly what we want. So this is how my setup is over there. Nice and easy, easy peasy. So that's how I have this area set up. I think I'm gonna do one more level up top. I might tear this down right here and redo it with the redstone blocks. I just don't have a lot of them, so I didn't want to waste them. So if you don't want to waste them because you don't have a lot, you can always, you know, use redstone torches. Those work. It's just not as efficient. I mean, there's many other ways I could have made this smaller. I could have put those redstone or these blocks on here and had the redstone torches coming out the side. I didn't do that because I'm dumb. So size-wise, I'm not being very efficient right now. But this is what we got, and I think it works out great. I'm getting just with 2 layers, and this has been going for maybe like 45 minutes. I've got this. That's not that bad. That's what we want. We want tradable materials. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to call it for there. I have already started editing the next episode, and I have started recording the episode after that because I have a lot of ideas now, like brain going crazy ideas, going to be fun. But for now, this is the end of this episode. But thank you very much. I know it's been a little chaotic. I know it's been kind of all over the place. At least it feels like it has been, and it's going to continue to feel like that until I get my groove back. I need to be like Stella. But until then, thank you guys for hanging out. If you liked what you saw, if you want more chaotic weirdness from me, just hit the subscribe thing or leave comments or do things like that, and I will do more of this stuff here, punching the air with a torch, or eating. No, I can't eat the apple. Never mind. Sword. Okay, stuff like that. All right, but until then, you guys have a great night. See ya.